Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to You're the Batman. Today's BTA's episode is Never Fear. So this is a Scarecrow episode, and right off the bat, I have to say this is easily my favorite Scarecrow episode in like the franchise. I think his character, well, I mean, Scarecrow didn't even play like that big of a role in it, but like when he's on screen, he has such a presence, and man alive, like the redesign, it looks like a zombie and the Grim Reaper had a baby. I mean, he looks so good and so terrifying. Like, for me, genuinely, like the Batman Arkham Knight Scarecrow and like the new adventures of Batman Scarecrow, like these two are like neck and neck for like how good I think the designs are. Um, just truly wonderful. Anyway, getting into it. So it starts off. There's this guy who's in Gotham City. That's like really busy street night. He's like swinging around on a rope, which I don't know where the hell he got it, and people are mistaking him for Batman. And then Batman and Robin, they see him and they're like, "What the hell is this guy doing? Let's find out." So this guy, he is just not a care in the world, just enjoying life. He's like swinging from rope to rope and like jumping off the buildings and whatnot. Like he doesn't care at all. So Batman does capture him and subdue him, and some kind of gangster and his men, they notice what's going on, so they report back to Scarecrow, and Scarecrow, he's pissed, and my God, he looks so scary. Um, and he was saying how essentially that man was a test subject, and how because Batman turned him in and the cops have a hold of him, how that he they lost like such a valuable resource, and how Scarecrow was so pissed at him basically. So the next day, Wayne, he's at Wayne Enterprises, and Dick's there because summer vacation started, and they're enjoying each other's company when this one guy, he comes in, and it's an employee that's been in Wayne Enterprise for like, I think he said like 17 years or something, and he always kept to himself. But today's the day, like no more. How he was like so pissed off, and he wants to get it off his chest of all the ideas he's had to improve the company, and how he comes out to express his like passion for one of the secretaries. Like, is a man who just had like a flip of the switch, and now he's just taking life by the balls. So the man, he's fed up and sick of it, so he just like, the hell with it, I quit. And as he's getting taken out from the security, Bruce, he picks up his wallet and notices a card in there. It's called Never Fear, and there's a number on it, and I guess directions and whatnot. So it leads to this kind of like, I'm trying to think of like the bet, like a motivational course, kind of like how Alpha Gym Bros do, like a course with like hundreds of men in like a big ass auditorium, and they just like shout at them how to be better. It's something like that, but it's this guy's version of, hey, I'm gonna make it so you don't have any fear in your body. So Bruce Wayne goes, and he goes undercover. He's got such a cute little thin pencil mustache. I love it. So he's investigating around, and he's about to find like the actual chemical into it, but then he gets knocked in the head by Scarecrow. So when he wakes up, uh, he finds that he's in like a zoo, and he's right next to the alligator enclosure. So he's like freaking out. He's like, "Oh shit, those things are like like three of me. That's not good." So then Scarecrow, he shoots him with a bullet that contains the gas that makes you immune to fear. So he he like leaves Bruce to die because he's like, okay, this guy, he's just gonna jump into the water and be immediately Krog Chow. And there's this really cool scene. It's one of my favorite scenes in all Batman the Animated Series, where you have this stoic Bruce Wayne climbing into the fence, going into the gators. The gators just swarm him immediately, just two big ass ones, and there's just a struggle underwater, and you see a pool of blood come up, and then you see Bruce emerge, and just one of the gators floats to the top, and you're just like, God damn, he literally killed two fucking monsters. That is intense. Um, so yeah, Bruce is now a Batman without fear, and it is written so well. So he's talking to Dick, and he's like, "Hey, the guy that was swinging around, he has agoraphobia, fear of heights, or whatever it is. I feel like I mispronounced that. It's not arachnophobia. I feel like agoraphobia is something else. But anyway, he has a fear of heights, so he was swinging around and whatnot, like hundreds of stories up. And the other guy, I guess he had a fear of like standing up for himself or letting himself be heard, and so that's what happened. So now you got Batman without fear. So holy shit. So he gets back and he calls Dick. He's like, "Hey, we're on a mission now. We gotta go." So they're on their way to take down a Scarecrow. In the Batwing, he's driving like a fucking lunatic. Um, I mean, uh, Tim, he notices this and he's like, "Hey, did you get sprayed with the stuff by chance?" And Batman's like, "Yeah, but don't worry about it." And Tim's like, "Noted. Okay." So they go to the one place where like the one henchman that was like peddling everybody doing that one conference, and Batman, he goes after all the thugs. Like he's not even afraid to get shot. I mean, he just moves so bad, and like you can see how much force he's putting into his punches. Like this is Batman that's not holding back whatsoever. So he takes down or makes all the other thugs run away, and then he's just got the one guy left. So he strings him up, throws him over the side, and has like the other string tied to like a coffee table. So the guy's dangling there, and he pulls out a knife, and he like starts cutting the rope. And he's like, "Tell me where the gas is right now, or I will drop you." And so he keeps threatening him until the guy finally starts talking. And then Batman, he doesn't even care. He just like walks off, and the rope snaps. And thank God Dick was there, or not Dick, Tim was there. So he like grabs him to save his life right beforehand. So he pulls him up, and Batman, he's on his way back to the Batwing, and before he can get in, he gets wrapped around with a rope from a grappling hook because Tim, he's like, "All right, enough's enough. You're not even afraid of killing anymore. Like I am restraining your ass." Which I gotta say, Tim is like 10 years old. Holy shit, the level, like the amount of balls and maturity to take on Batman and to be like, "You're out of control. I'm putting you in timeout." Like, damn, like way to solidify yourself as a kick-ass Robin. I mean, that's just what, like, Dick Grayson is such a hard act to follow, but then to be that much younger and to tell Batman no, like, god damn, that's such a good character moment. I love it so much. So Batman, he tries to play head games with them. He's like, "Listen, you're right. I'm sorry. Untie me. You're going to be the one in charge in all this." And as soon as he said that, Tim's like, "Yeah, no, you almost had me. But that last line when you said, 'I'm the boss,' that's not going to fly." So Tim leaves Batman on the roof to take down Scarecrow himself. And he almost had Scarecrow, um, but a thug snuck up right behind him and knocked him out. So Batman, he gets freed, and now he's on a hunt for the Scarecrow, and he takes down all the thugs. They are on a train. Scarecrow loaded the gas on a train. Now he's making a threat to Gotham, being like, "Hey, a lot of people are gonna live without fear. I'm gonna sell you the cure, but it's gonna be costly." So they're loading everything up, and the train's taking off. Batman catches up, and he's like slowly but surely taking down all the thugs. He's like throwing them off the train. Like he does not care if they die or not. So then it gets to the end where he faces off to Scarecrow. He literally has to pass Tim Drake in cuffs, and he doesn't even care. He's like, "Whatever, I'm on a mission." So he's fighting Scarecrow, and his during the scuffle, they like knock the controls, and it takes them on a path to like a decommissioned section of the railroad. So as they're fighting, Batman, he gets like the upper hand, and they just starts choking the absolute life out of Scarecrow. You're just like, God damn, this motherfucker does not mess around. And then Tim has another badass moment. So like, here's like a big ass bar that you hold on to on trains. He's handcuffed to one he's handcuffed to one of the bars, so he has another free hand to do whatever. He literally takes his hand and karate chops the handcuffs in half. I'm like, God damn, kid. That, I mean, he literally said ow, and like he was holding his hand like that hurt, but I'm just like, that's some badass shit right there. Like, dude, you're 10 and you're doing that? Holy cow, Tim, good for you, man. So he takes the antidote that Scarecrow showed him earlier, and he like puffs it right in Batman's face, and Batman, he like snaps out of it. He's like, Dick, get the hell out of here. Or, Tim. I keep saying Dick, just because he keeps reminding me of Dick Grayson so much. So he's like, Tim, get the hell out of here. I'll get Scarecrow. So obviously they make it out of there last minute, and the episode ends. But my God, what an episode! Obviously, you could tell from me, I'm not like making this even like slightly hidden. This for me is a 7 out of 7 episode. It's so good. Scarecrow's design is so badass. Batman Without Fear is fucking terrifying. Tim Drake had some amazing moments, a good plot. The plan makes sense, and it's really really good. Like, everything in this episode is just so well done. Like, I don't know what else I could have asked to make the episode better. It was just so good. But yeah, that was Never Fear. Highly recommend. Bye bye.